Hi there, and welcome to release question number 34 for Cahsee Math. It says this: the square of a whole number is between 1500 and 1600. The number must be between, and it gives us these four choices. This is pretty similar to what we just did. I'm going to start with the same tactic to begin with the problem 33. If you want to go back and watch that one for a little recap on, or review, refresh your mind how to do something like this. So what is 30 squared? Well, I know 3 squared is 9. Then I would have 30 times 30, you'd have 2 zeros there, so that's the same thing as 900. 35 squared, that one's not so clear off the top of my head, so I'm going to work that out off to the side here. 35 times 35. Seeing that we can't use calculators on the Cahsee, we have to get good at doing stuff like this. 25 is 5 times 5. 3 times 5, 15 plus 2 is 17. And then for your next row, we'll get rid of that now and put an X or a 0 there. 5 times 3, 15. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10. And so this would become, you got 12, carry the 1, you got a 2. 1225 is what 35 squared is. 40 squared, that should be pretty easy, just like 30 squared was 900. 4 times 4 is 16, plus you've got the extra 2 zeros. 40 times 40, you'd have 2 zeros there. What's 45 squared? Let's work that one out over here. Not sure off the top of my head, so we have 25, carry the 2, that's 20, plus 2, 22. Then an extra 0, and do the next row there. 5 times 4 is 20. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 2 would be 18. If you add these together, you would have, carry that 1, 20, 25. 2025 for 45 squared. And 50 squared, 5 times 5 is 25, and you'll have 2 extra zeros after that. So 1500 and 1600, that's going to fall in this range right here in between these two numbers. So the square of a whole number is that. If you take the square root of that whole number, it's going to go back in between 35 and 40. And so the square root of this, you can say, has to be in that range. And so 1500, we'll say something like this: 1500, 1600 falls in this range. And so that means you go back to 45 or 35 and 40, sorry, and that gives you choice B on that one.